Hi, welcome. My name is Nancy. I garden in Minnesota, zone 4B5A. The reason I decided to make this video, it was from my own experience. I didn't know when it was the right time to pot up my seedlings. And so I want to share with you what I have learned. So today I'm going to show you when is the right time to do it and how. Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to show you first before I show you how. Okay, so in this little container, so this is where we usually start our seedlings, right? I also started soil block. So when I did my soil block, I'm going to show you in a little bit how I did the transplant. So from the soil block, I go to this little container, and I also use this. And because the soil blocks are very little, so then that will be maybe like 2 to 3 weeks. And then I will pot up the next one will be after this. Then I will do this one. And you will say, but how do I know when to pot up? So if you see here, that's what I wanted to show you here. So you can see these two coleus here. Unfortunately, some did not grow, but that's besides the point here. So this one is time. Let me see the roots too. The roots won't mean much right now. In some cases it does. But I see like it's this big. So it's occupying most of the little cell, right? So now that tells me, okay, I need to pot up to the next size, which will be this, the 2.5 inch container. But this one, I'm still too small. So this one is still good to be in this little cell. Next, talking about that little cell, there is another ones that are separate. So this is the same size, you see, right here. So that's the same size. Okay, so in this case, this one here, the reason I use this little container here is for, cell tray, that's what they call it. It was, this is my Camphrina, so you can, so this one did not grow, fortunately. This one, the quick mix Camphrina. So I planted 4 seeds in the cell, so that's, because I didn't know how many would germinate, right? These are all seeds. These are all seeds, both of them. So, and on this one, the purple red, I only had one growing. So technically, I could just, this one I can technically leave it here, and I will, because this one is still not ready to be transplanted. But this one's here, because there's so many in one cell, I do need to transplant to here, right? To the size, to this size. So I might just, I don't know, we'll see what I do here. I'll show you, we'll find out. Okay, next, so the coleus is ready to be transplanted here, right? So then this is the next step, right? So when you transplant, we're not talking about the coleus now, but this one is this salvia was transplanted to this container, oh gosh, like a month and a half ago. So as you can see, it obviously, you can see the roots there, right? So it is time to transplant to a bigger container, and not only because of the roots, but also you can see the plant will do better in a bigger container. So for this, I'm just using containers from the nurseries. So this is the size that I have. Okay, so that's the next one. If I put this little cell in this, let's say, because you wanna, the reason sometimes you wanna save time, right? And because you don't want to be potting up, the next container, but so let's say I pot up that in here, and this one here, this is too big. So what happens is the seedling plant will not grow as big, because it will spend the energy filling the pot with the roots rather than growing. This was planted here on this container 3 weeks ago, I think. So not only the roots are, you can see the roots down there, but the plant is getting too big. So this container is too small for this big plant. This is the one that I just planted on the top. This is the hibiscus ruby, hyacinth ruby bean. This is a vine. Look at that. And I also have, yeah. So this one are my cosmos that I planted also March 12th. Hold on, what does it say there? Yeah, March 12th. So this one will go to the next one, right? So here, like this. But I think I'm gonna use this one. It's also a 3. This one is the 3-inch container. 3-inch the length here, but the circumference here I think was 3.5 or 3.3, almost. I don't remember, guys. Sorry. This is see the pot there. So yeah. So now I also have the coleus here. So this coleus. So there's, again, this one I just did for saving time and space. So I just planted, because sometimes or most of the time the coleus seeds are very tiny, right? So I just sprinkle here. So I don't know how, I have a lot in one little cell. So this one will go on the 2.5-inch container. Okay, so let's get started. Let's see where we're gonna start. We're gonna start with the big plants. Okay, but first I need to get the potting mix. So I'm using the potting mix from Miracle Grow. It's rich in moss. So what I'm gonna do, always making a mess, I am gonna add some cocoa fiber and some perlite. This is the perlite, also Miracle Grow. I don't get sponsored by Miracle Grow. Okay? It's just something that I've always used. Ooh. Okay, I think we're gonna start with the big ones, because then I can use the smaller containers, right? One. You can see the little bloom here. It's not pretty. This is the salvia, the summer jewels pink. So pretty. Okay. So I have 2 pinks and 2 reds. Okay. So yeah, I would recommend don't throw away your nursery containers. I'm pretty sure you saved them, right? I have a ton, you guys. I'm just taking that label out. Okay, I'm gonna use this one from Winners. Actually, see, maybe, yeah, maybe half full, right? So let's take this. Oh, and also a good thing is when you do the transplanting, you're gonna water your seedlings before you transplant. So let's see, look at that. Look at the roots. Just open it a little bit. I'm not gonna disturb anything. So maybe less soil. There you go. You know what I'm gonna use? Use this. I'm gonna make sure there's no air pocket, so you gotta press it down. Gonna keep adding. I don't know why this is crooked, you guys. Don't like it. There we go. You can see that. So you know that I will be doing my last seedling update. So it will be the middle of March, maybe second week of April, right? So hopefully we'll see how this one is doing, right? Okay, I'm gonna put it aside to be water. I will show you that at the end. So now I'm just gonna do the same thing with the other salvias. Okay, you guys, so we're done with the big ones. So now it's time to transplant this to, actually I'm gonna do this one in this size, to this size. So this is the hyacinth ruby moon, hyacinth bean ruby moon. So I'm still gonna let the other ones there because they're have not germinated yet. So I need to write 2 name tags. So I just put the hyacinth. You notice that at the same time, I'm showing you how to fix leggy seedlings. These are very leggy, you guys. I should have transplanted last week. Oh, it's never too late, right? Okay, now we're gonna use these little ones. So I'm gonna do the Scolias and then the Ganfrina.